Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir. Today, we are discussing about the topic role of reservation in education system. This is Ganesh. Today, I am here to say few points about reservation. According to Dr. B. R. Ambedkar, his intention is to bring up the low class people to equal for the general class people. But what happened at nowadays? At nowadays, the reservation is misusing the given purpose. According to the Act, the Indian Constitution Act 1957, the reservation, according to B. R. Ambedkar, he has given a straightforward statement that the reservation should be continued until the low class people could be bring up and equally to the general class people. But nowadays it is still continuing. So according to my view, the reservation should be banned at now because the low class people is equal to general class people.
Thank you, Ganesh. This is Vinay Kumar. I agree with you, but basing on the survey in 1950s, according by in trade areas, many local areas, literacy rate is below 10%. While comparing with 20th century, it's increased. It's a good sign of It's a good sign. And also, although political parties have made reservation for their own benefits, the literacy rate is increased. So it must be continued.
Yes, I agree with you. But compared to decades back, there is no modernization in India. But now the world has been modernized a lot, and India also has developed a lot. But in political view, the reservation is being used by the people who are not only the backward people, but every people who are generalized also. And in the name of the reservation, they are using this, but it's mainly not useful for the people who are backward really, but it's mainly used by the people who are in general class but using the reservation. So this is according to my point of view, this has to be done. The reservation has to be abolished.
Thank you. Mr. The reservation has become a curse for nowadays for the general category students because they get good marks, but they cannot compete equally with the low category students because the government had given the cutoff mark. For example, take MSET. In MSET examination, a general category student should get below 10,000 rank to get a good college, but a low category student can get above 50,000 rank and get the same college. So, because of these reservation systems in the education, general category students cannot compete equally with the low category students. Another example, take Mech. For the general category students, the cutoff mark is 110, but for the low category students, it's 40. So, the students who get the 40 marks and the general category students who get the 110 marks are joining in the same college. So, reservation system should be stopped right now.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Uday Bhaskar. My opinion also according to your opinion. Reservation is must be useful, but low class people are get reservation to get jobs and high class education, but higher class category people are very educated and they are very knowledgeable. In this reservation system, they are not get education higher studies, but they are going low class category people are not well in education. They are get higher studies.
Thank you, Deepika. Reservation should be abolished for the people who are running on backward category. It should be only given to the people who are suffering from low annual income.
Thank you, Mr. Rashad. I agree with you. This is Krishnamurti. Reservation opportunity is for poor people, encouraging to study the higher quality education But for example, I take two persons. One person is reserved and another person unreserved. But a reserved person got 60%, another person got 80%. But reserved person get the job, but another person did not get the job. 80% got person talent is there, but 60% did not talent. But this is not good. It's not good sign for the society.
Thank you, Raju. I am Krishna. In my opinion, reservation must be there because it is based on the family's annual income. And according to our constitution markers, it is a reservation must be a danger one, but it is not an upgrading one. And by basing on the family's annual income, the sufferance, I believe that the sufferance will be less.
Thank you, Sir Krishna. I am K. Kumar. Myself, the reservation is way, but the low people are got less marks also. They got the job in India, but the high people does not got the job in India. They goes to other foreign countries and they develop the education and they got good.
Sorry for interruption, Mr. Vinay Kumar. Even my idea also relates to your idea. For example, if low class category people are giving the reservation, they have only less qualification mark. With them, they have straight blind forwardness that even getting less marks also and getting the job, and that too government jobs. So with these government sectors is being corrected, because if a person don't know how to work in a government sector, due to reservation he is getting the job, and in another case, as he don't know how to work in the job, he is being corrected. With that, even literacy rate of India is also being decreased, and that's my opinion.
Thank you, Ganesh. Myself, Sandeep. I agree with that. And also, reservation shows discrimination among the people. The talented bearing a even degree certificate, he cannot survive in the due to the cause of reservation. To take employment need talent, but in our reservation system, employment taking only reservation candidates for their benefits.
Myself, Srinivas Bharat, I agree with you, but the reservation is mostly useful for the people who are physically handicapped also. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Srinivas, I agree with you, but in my point of view, nowadays present creating the fact certificates fake, but the fake certificates, the low class, the higher classes person who not getting the jobs, they simply creating the fake certificate and they simply getting into the jobs.
Sorry for interruption, Mr. Srinivas. As you spoke, I didn't get a clear-cut idea. Can you please explain it in a clear-cut manner?
Okay. Nowadays, at present, the classes certificates are creating fake. Why? Because the higher class person who has more percentage, but he is not getting the job. In the case of
Sorry for interruption. My teammate wanted to say that even a student is not reserved, he is getting reserved by giving rights and getting the result certificate. By that means he can get the job that he wanted to say.
Thank you, Mr. Naveen. Reservation rate is only for the latent, but it is not responsible for the uplift of the talent.
Thank you, Sir Krishna. Reservation reservation system is only in India, but in other countries like Pennsylvania, Yugoslavia or Australia, the schools are offering education free until LKG to 10th class. But in India, the persons who are rich are sending the students to the good schools, but the persons who are poor, they cannot send their children to the same schools, and there the difference is occurring. So after the primary education, secondary education, they cannot compete equally with both the students cannot compete equally. So the government has put reservation system to
Sorry for interruption, Mr. Udayvaska. The government has kept the reservation system for one purpose, that too for upbringing of low class category people. But nowadays the political leaders are making for their rights, they are still continuing the reservation system, and that is the reason, according to my view, the reservation should be banned and kept only for the preferable purposes. Just like Mr. Srinivas said and Shiva said that it should be kept only for the people who are in low annual income, and moreover students who are physically handicapped students.
When compared to other countries, our India is providing the reservation system, but in other countries, the people who got the maturity age and who are called as majors, they have to live on their legs. Means
Sorry for the interruption. Thank you all the friends for their active participation in the group discussion. I hereby conclude that many of these participants think that reservation must be banned. But finally I conclude that reservation must be there for the selected candidates who possess the reservation. Thank you.
Good afternoon all. Today we had a very fruitful discussion on the topic of role of reservation in the education system. As per we go for point wise and for candidate wise. Candidate one who gave a very good conclusion, and he is a person who gave a boost up and is helping his team member because in this kind of group discussion, whenever a team member or a candidate try to give an opinion, there is some chance of having some kind of misconception. So this guy helped one of a person from candidate 4 who when he was giving a point. So it's very good, and it's a very good team leadership skills. Candidate 2, Sandeep, he spoke a couple of words which is good, but you have a lot of MDI and trying to maintain eye contact during this group discussion. Candidate 3, you are a very dated tree, you are a struggler and you have a MTI problem. Along with that, you are having a very wrong body posture. Try to overcome it during group discussions. Because if you have this kind of attitude during your group discussions, there is a chance of having an elimination. Candidate 4, you are very passive. You took only one turn during this conversation. Candidate 5, you have a number of gap fillers and there is no eye contact during your conversation. So please keep in mind that whenever you speak to your counterparts, please maintain eye contact. Candidate 6, you are very fast speaker. Try to be clear in your point, and you have also given a few points which is a very appreciable. Candidate 7, you are not clear in your point, but what's in your brain. So try to be clear in your point or your clarity part. Candidate numbers 8, you took many turns, but try to give turns for other people as well, and try to maintain eye contact with your counterparts during this group discussion, which is very important. Candidate 9, you are an initiator and you gave a number of points, and it is you are very good in your conversation. What I advise is, please try to be more come up with your appropriate facts and figures so that people can come to know about your point. Candidate 10, there is no eye contact and try to maintain good body posture, which is very, very important during group discussions. Candidate number 11 is last. You have to improve a lot. Though you are a straddler, you have a number of MTI, and please maintain eye contact. Okay? Because during group discussions, which is important, is part of your eye contact and your vocabulary. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.